One. Welcome on in to another episode of the RazCast, where you have me, Razbora, and our buddy here, Mr. Fresh Baked Goods.
Hello.
What's up? Welcome in. It's been a little bit since we've had the RazCast. I'll be honest, I've been super busy. And we've had a couple of guests come in the last couple Saturdays. As you know, we had Mr. Nano come in. We've had obviously Fresh come in. We've had Husk, an Alpine Sniper, who will be joining us a little later today, as well as Fresh Baked Goods. Husk joined us a little earlier today, but it is always a pleasure to have everyone. So if you guys obviously are brand new to the channel and you like a lot of these content creators, give love, but also, make sure you tune in to our Saturday streams because they are pretty lit. But anyway, without further ado, the reason why you guys are all here today, dev briefing number 184, is it?
I didn't even know they were numbered anymore.
There's a dev briefing, and we're here to talk all about it. Number 186. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. We talked about it a little earlier. Fresh Baked Goods has a great video about the dev briefing. I like to think I have a good video about the dev briefing as well, but we're going to dive right into it. So what are some notable things here, Fresh, that we want to kind of keep track of as we go through?
We got a preview of everything.
Literally.
New maps. Yeah, I mean, it's almost everything as far as content goes. I don't know. I don't know what is not in there that's coming out as far as content goes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is pretty much everything coming out.
So let's go ahead and pull it up on screen here. And let's see the best way to go ahead and do it. I guess cover my entire face would probably be the best way. No.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's see if I can
see what it
Oh, God. There we go. All right. So the dev briefing, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the first thing, which I think is the most notable, well, actually, just the date, deployment.
Yeah,
like they pushed it up.
They really undersold that they're releasing it in less than 3 weeks. Like, I feel like that'd be like in bold and underline and stuff.
Yeah, like, hey,
it's like
we're coming out with a new map and stuff. And oh yeah, it comes out on the 25th. Here you go.
Yeah, it's a small text and then new maps like right below it in big text. So I bet a lot of people just went right past that down to new maps.
Yeah, pretty incredible. So super exciting. May 25th confirmed is the release for the British forces. And the update is called Update 14. As we know, we just had 13.5 that just dropped and just destroyed the game.
I'm surprised they don't have a cool name for this one. Usually they have like hip names. Wasn't it like the last one like Darkness Falls or some shit? Like,
yeah,
there's always like some weird like name for it. This one doesn't have that.
The Brits. I don't know
what should we name it? Tea Time, dude.
Oh, update 14 tea time. And it's just like a couple Brits, like I don't know, just really hip Brits. I don't know. I gotta make some AI art on it.
Oh, we
will. A cool thumbnail. Tea time. Update 14 coming to you soon. Yeah, so really cool. There's gonna be some DLC. There's gonna be new faction, obviously, which is the biggest part. And the new maps. So the new maps, we have the map that was released in the last dev update, which was El Alamein. And then this one was a Holland map, as all they teased it as, which the only real map battle was going to be Operation Market Garden. And there we go. Operation Market Garden is confirmed. And the map for Operation Market Garden is... Dude, I've been messing it up.
I've been told many times on my comments it's Dreel. Like
Dreel.
E-E, like eel with a dra in front of it.
Gotcha. So Dreel. We're not going to get canceled. It's Dreel.
I already got canceled for you, so you're good. Yeah.
All right, good. I spelled El Alamein wrong too, so
that's all right. I accidentally, I was filming the video at like 7 in the morning or whatever.
Dude, me too.
Yesterday. So I accidentally said Belgian instead of Holland. Oh my god!
I heard about that.
Yeah, like half of the comments were like, "Not fucking Belgian." I'm like, dude, I know. I know. I was like, I'm doing this early in the fucking morning to get you guys this content.
I know.
And then I took it out, and then it's like, oh god, because YouTube lets you edit shit. But oh my god,
we're just uncultured.
You say one thing wrong on the internet these days, and people just fucking like. Yeah, right.
We got a Floridian that doesn't know shit, and we have a Californian / Texan.
Mm-hmm.
to
I don't know
Americans.
shit. It's Europe, dude. It all blends together over there.
That's what I'm saying. It's all the same.
I never claimed I was an expert at anything. So, I
um,
made some videos and put them on the internet. People showed up.
yeah, so super exciting. So these are our first looks at Drill. We'll go ahead and open it up here for you guys to see. Let's see, open image and new tab. So this is one of the first looks of Drill, as you
So
can see.
I was told by the internet, so this is right outside of Arnhem. Like, this is kind of like, you know how the Stalingrad map is like kind of like the outskirts of Stalingrad. This is
Mhm.
like the outskirts of Arnhem.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's very close to actual city.
Let's see. Drill in real life. I'm looking it up right now to validate that. It is. It's its own area. Yeah. Okay. So, here it is. I'll go ahead and show it on screen real quick.
Bring it up.
Hopefully, not dox myself. So here's Arnhem right here. Can I do? Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Yes.
Arnhem.
There we go. Okay. So Arnhem is right here. So Driel is
Okay,
going to be right
cool.
here, and that's the bridge that we're fighting over
Perfect.
right
Yeah,
here.
it's pretty close.
Yeah. So this is the map, basically, like right here, roughly.
Hmm.
And then that is Arnhem right here. See, I really, to be honest, I really wish it was like the city of Driel that we would fight over
Yeah, me
rather
too,
than the
man.
bridge.
I
That's
think
my biggest thing.
everyone's in that boat.
Yeah, I just really
I
wish
don't
it was like an urban area instead of
I don't
just.
think it's an unpopular opinion to feel that way.
Yeah, I know as well. Like, so a lot of the British troops landed, like over here in the forest, and basically moved over and took over Arnhem with the bridge, and they landed south as well. And I believe I could be wrong, but I remember there's like Polish forces as well that landed just south of Arnhem as well, and
I,
Americans landed
yeah, I
even
think you're
further
right.
south than that. So the Americans were able to go ahead and secure some of the towns southbound, and I think that was Patton's tanks as well. Some of the tanks moved up to support. There was also Arnhem. I mean, everyone got blocked off at Arnhem. Over here, there was Polish, I believe, that were trying to get across the river. But I watched a documentary on it. But Arnhem here is the main battle, and there is also some other battles scattered across. And then I know there's a battle of, I don't know how to say it, but this word here,
You
the
gotta try.
the N one.
Oh, don't say that word.
uh,
No,
Nedurgen and Nedurin. I'm not exactly how to pronounce that, but there was a battle
there's gotta
specifically.
be someone in chat that knows.
I know. I mean, we have a lot of Europeans here, so like I'm sure they'd be able to go ahead and pronounce it. I just definitely do not know. But that's where the battle is right here that we're fighting over Drill, and less of the city, but more so of this outskirts here. Is kind of where we're
Someone
fighting.
did an overlay of the Hell It Loose map on like the satellite imagery,
Yes.
and it looked pretty close to what it was apparently. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So
for what it is, they did another good job at
I
replicating
agree.
realism.
But yeah, this is what the map is going to look like here. You're going to have the bridge. One thing to note here, well, two things I think. One, you have an actual passing of like scattered boats on the far side, and then a really good reference, which I didn't pay attention to the first time,
Hmm.
and one of the devs pointed it out, is you have here downed half tracks. So it mentions in the image as well that you can cross using the bridge or risk becoming an easy target by wading through the river. So you can confirm pass through the river, but that is the actual height of the river. So we could probably go through and test it in game to see how deep that is.
I think it's
And
walkable. I think it's
it's
like head high.
yeah, it's definitely walkable, but like I'm thinking if tanks can go through or not. I wonder how
No,
deep it is that it
no
has to
way.
be. You don't think
It's
so?
not. It's not that deep. Like you can find parts of Purple Heart Lane where you can wreck your engine driving through.
Yeah.
And it's not that deep. So I imagine that's too deep for vehicles, but like the east and western sides are like where vehicles will cross.
Yeah. Interesting though. So I mean, that's just kind of reference for how tall someone would be. Someone would stand probably like about that high.
You're gonna
in the
go
game.
for a little sneaky flake, and you're just gonna see like a head, just like going like over, like above the water.
Literally, yeah, you're gonna see just like a whole squad just crossing, and you're just
Just
gonna
like
be set up
like
in a
like a
tank.
fleet of turtles, like going slowly through.
Um, it's a bridge too far, by the way. Yeah. It's one bridge to the east. Is there more than one bridge? Yeah, I think there's just this bridge, and I don't know if there's another bridge. I don't think so.
Not in the Hell Loose
No.
map.
This is the bridge though itself. Let's take one shot at a time. So this is a further up shot here of the area. Is this the same bridge from map from Postscriptum? No, Postscriptum that takes place like in Arnhem, like in the actual city.
They
This
don't
one's
have a
on the
trail map?
outskirts. No, no,
I
no, no. They have a Arnhem map though, which is like
Gotcha.
in Arnhem.
Yeah, because
But
they have
yeah,
a bridge map there. Oh yeah, that is Arnhem Bridge that they have in
yeah,
Postscriptum.
yeah. Like the actual bridge. This is the
Hmm.
outskirts of it. So this is kind of how the map looks. A lot of like Purple Heart Lane vibes on the right hand side, and then you have the Remagen vibes in the middle here with the railroad track right down the middle, and then just a lot of open area and fields around that.
Yeah, so like I mean this shows you what we're gonna that image you're just looking at, like that shows you there's like a little bit of a defilade along the river going along it. So, if you're tanking, you're probably just gonna be going up and down, like over those little fucking elevation that goes along with the river. You can kind of see
Yeah,
you're gonna have a little bit of cover there.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I imagine you'll be able to build some stuff right at the base of the bridge too, which will be pretty good. But
You'll see.
I'm just really curious how it's going to play out. I just
Yeah,
have
I
no
mean,
idea.
we'll,
Um,
we'll wait and see, I guess.
so here's an area of under the bridge. Looks like you can walk up the bridge and get up from the bottom. You have a lot of deflate here. You have some of the structures similar to Remagen.
I
I'm sorry.
promise you there will be a garrison built right next to that column every match.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Right here, Garrison every time.
Just right
Unless you
behind
go
that
under
column.
here, that would
Yeah,
be
you can probably build it
nice.
right there.
Yeah, but that'll be nice. Yeah, it looks like you can easily see across, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Play-Doh across. That'll be nice.
God.
Um, but yeah, it really gives me like Ray Morgan, Purple Heart Lane had a baby. This is how it's going to be, you know. So this is the tack layout here. Um, I think the most notable thing, all of the objectives, the center objectives, are on the British lines. How do you think it's going to play out?
So it's obviously I think the British have an advantage, but it does make it easier for airheads and subs to come down for red zones and airheads and whatnot. So
Agreed.
yeah,
As
it's
the
gonna be
two sectors are
easier to
pretty
do
far
that.
back.
Yeah, so I get that's why they did that. I suppose. Um, I mean, it'll be cool to see how it plays out in offensive modes.
Yeah. I just really wish there was more. There was more cities. You know,
There's a lot. There's a lot of just open field. I mean, this could be what people want. Everyone talks about old SMDM,
that
so
I was about to say the same thing.
it,
This is
it,
what
yeah,
SMDM feels like. The old
yeah.
SMDM, like
So it
especially this
could
image
people
here.
could like it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we'll
Yeah.
see how it is. I mean, it's just like all the pictures are the bridge, so we don't see the rest of the map, unfortunately.
Yeah. It looks like they're all the compounds though are really only a few buildings. Like this brick
Hmm.
factory is reminiscent of like the factory you have on Remagen, like on the German side, like kind of like DE7 area on Remagen.
Yeah.
Um, there's only a few buildings there. It's like a cool fighting area, but it's really only used for offensive. This would be a cool offensive map, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I think that you can cross the river. It'd be beneficial to go across the river and like actually practical. Warfare, I have my doubts about how warfare is going to work.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
I
you can't
agree.
drive across, literally, like I can tell you right now, if we're playing British, we park our 76, Firefly right on South Railway here. We can
Yep.
see everything coming to Rail Bridge.
Yep.
Period. So I don't know. You see light tanks being an absolute menace here with being
If
able
they can
to.
cross, those
That's the
the
biggest
east and west
thing.
side. Yeah, we don't know.
If they can't cross, like you could cross as infantry, that's confirmed. But as armor or as trucks and stuff, I don't think they'll be able to cross. Maybe trucks
Yeah,
as they're a little higher up, but I think that some of the
it's
tanks will
hard to
be a little
say.
too small. Um,
Yeah, I mean, let's kind of just wait and see. We don't have any confirmation on that. It's gonna be fun to test with, like, engineers sitting on top, like, just
yeah.
repping, like, as you go.
Oh,
I can't wait to see if that works, like, to go for a
dude.
sneaky flank, like, as
If you run
a
like a
upzone.
firefly across the side, you have two
Mhm,
NGs repairing you, and you're just full speeding
mhm.
it
'Cause
across.
you just have to be able to make it in time before your engine runs out.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And, like, you can't have it go out at all, though, is the
Yeah,
thing. Because if it
correct.
goes out at all, you're dead.
Yeah.
Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, so honestly, to me, this is like looking at this, I have not played it at all, but just looking at it, I'm giving it like a 4 out of 10. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
think
it's l
it's
yeah.
anything special, to be honest. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Skybox. I'm not a huge fan of the Skybox, though.
I like it just 'cause it's different.
Yeah, I actually just like the midday,
Yeah,
honestly.
I know.
Midday is my favorite. Purple Heart Lane, if they do the redo on Purple Heart Lane, make that midday, leave night as is. Because night in regular Purple Heart Lane is exactly the same.
Yeah, it's honestly Night Purple Lane should never exist.
No.
If they make it, if they have, so I asked if there's gonna be night variants to this, but no one said anything. So I'm hoping there is, and hopefully if there is, it's like Foy where it's clear and dark. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Chat, what do you guys think? Give it a rate out of 10. 1 to 10. What do you think? I'm,
God.
I'm very curious to see. I did run a survey on YouTube actually. So I ran a survey on YouTube and I'll come back with the results. Give me just a second. So I asked people which map they're most looking forwards to, and 71% out of 402 votes. And you can go ahead and cast your vote here as well. Check out my YouTube, it's under my community tab. 402 people voted, and out of the 402, 71% say El Alamein, and 29% say Drill as
I think that's,
their preferred map.
I think that's correct. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Which I didn't think so, because El Alamein, like everyone was like, oh, another curse, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Well, they thought it couldn't get worse, then they fucking dropped a bridge map on
Yeah.
them, and then everyone's like begging for the
I think it just goes to
main.
show how people don't like the the bridge maps, man.
Yeah,
Like
no, it doesn't work for
Remagen
how
is
it lose.
so bad. Yeah. I had
Yeah.
one person tell me to stop bitching because Remagen is a good map. I told him, I was like, sir, you are the first person to ever tell me that Remagen is a good map. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone that knows how to play Hella Loose likes Remagen.
I mean, it is what it is. People have favorite
Such
maps and they don't.
yeah. Num says he rates it at a 4 out of 10. So is the Firefly heavy? So we're gonna go into that in just a second more, but we'll walk through. But that is one of the announcements. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love tanking on Remagen. See, Busco, I don't like Remagen like at all. I don't even like tanking on Remagen, because tanking on Remagen, especially on the US side, is just sitting there in one spot. That's it. And
Pretty much.
I was actually talking to Gritson today, and I was telling him how I think that Kharkov for me has made me appreciate what a good map is versus what a bad map is, and like the gameplay I like versus the gameplay I don't like. And Fresh and I, we agree on a lot of stuff, but there's one thing we don't agree on, and I'm gonna get canceled for sure. I hate SMDM. I don't like it. I think
Crazy.
SMDM plays the same way every time, where Kharkov is the definition of being mobile. Like you constantly have to move in a different spot. Yeah, there's like your traditional spots, obviously like the top windmill, and like I mean the very other far side where there's like a couple buildings you can kind of post up. But Kharkov is really about moving around. And like SMDM, I play center every time, every single time. I don't know.
SMDM just feels like a small map to me, but I don't mind it.
But
I don't
that's the
know.
thing.
Yeah.
Kharkov does not. Kharkov feels like a huge map, and it's
It's easy to get around. It's like Foy.
correct. But that's what I like about
It's Foy with
this.
more cover and
Yeah,
elevation.
yeah, 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 basically. But that's the thing. It's like it's like I like moving around a lot. And that's why I
Yeah,
like
no,
the
yeah,
postscriptum tanking is because like every tank is viable. You have so
yeah,
many tanks that move so quickly. I think they move a little too quick. But
yeah. Well, they
like
have to.
the
The maps are
Daimler,
so big.
holy shit. Do you remember that time we were playing with Vade and that Daimler like
Yeah,
came up around us? It was
yeah.
hauling ass.
I mean, you can send the Puma in reverse, and it's like fucking being in a DeLorean going back in time.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. So like those maps like Hill 400, Herkin, like SMDM, like where you just sit in one spot and just play like a T-Rex. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know. But
There's a lot of that now, just with how tanking is. Like
I
you have
just yeah, I just like
even like
long
Kursk
battles.
can get
Correct.
rough,
Yeah.
just going forward and backwards.
Yeah. I agree. But anyway, sorry for that tangent. Going on to the next one. So that's the tack map here. Again, we kind of looked at the tack map. The main thing is going to be the midpoints here. Honestly, there's not really any notable spots for me just right off the bat. Boatyard, I guess, is the only city. Railway
So
Bridge. That's
a
it.
hard wait and see for me.
I agree.
It's like it's the way we gotta wait and see how it plays.
I agree. I'm not going to throw it to the wind yet, but I
Yeah,
don't know. But
we'll
on
have
the
to
other
see.
hand, check it out, boys. El Alamein. I'm so excited for this one. This one I'm really looking
So
forward to.
so this is probably the most video gamey map that is coming out for Hella Loose. Like it's the location is right. Like it's in the right place as far as like geography goes, but this is like all this is made up. Like there's no hills, it's all flat desert in real life. So this is probably the most video gamey map we have in Hell Let Loose. So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this is designed to play.
I don't think this one was based off anything specific, right?
No, no,
Yeah.
it's all just flat desert. There's no hills or anything. Like so this is all made up.
So
So it should play good.
yeah, I mean, I think that Hell Loose is very unique in the way that it typically just is straight up like real life. But yeah, with being a complete made up area, I think
Yeah.
gameplay wise, it'll play pretty well. You can see some really clear cut lanes. That's what I like about
Mhm.
Kharkov is you have a lot
Yeah.
of lanes. So just some notable things. I mean, Valley looks insane. Like Valley looks crazy.
Valley's gonna be fucking fun to fight over, dude.
I think this is gonna be the highest, well, the lowest part actually. Oasis will
Yeah.
probably be pretty high. That might be the highest. I don't know.
Oasis is gonna be fucking rowdy going in there, just getting shot from like both sides.
Cheeto says depending on which side is going to be the German side. So German side is going to be the left side here.
Germany's
The
gonna be the
objective was
West.
yeah. See the German lines, British lines.
I can't
So
read shit.
oh yeah. So here I'll zoom it in a little
Oh,
bit.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So German line is going to be the left side here. The British line is going to be the right. So will we see desert uniforms in this update for Germany? No, we will not. As far as we know, but they have hinted that there will be new DLC stuff. But I
I
don't think
can't.
there'll be
I'm gonna be a little upset if they don't give you shorts right out of the gate on this stuff.
short shorts.
I need shorts, dude. I want
Yeah,
tankers and shorts.
I it'll be nice. Like the short shorts. Someone else is telling me in chat that they'd like to see. So yeah, Slim, there's elevation marks. So let's kind of talk about that. So Valley, I think honestly, just right off the bat, looks insane.
Yeah.
I think that this bottom section is going to be our play. You're going to be able to go all the way up. I think this is going to be a hill right here, like a mountain almost,
Yeah, you can see
right
the
here.
lines, the
hmm
topography lines. So it's there's three lanes. Like they have valley, and then the middle through Oasis, like the actual road, and then that top one at the very very top above trenches, that red line.
That's me nuts.
Yeah, so it's crazy. I mean, this is like how Kharkov was designed, where it's like clearly they're putting gameplay first, which I'm fucking absolutely down for.
Yeah, I'm all for realism, but realism with fun is like
Yeah,
my key.
people want realism, then they get cursed and they're upset about it.
Yeah. Or Purple Heart Lane. Purple Heart Lane. Like
Yeah,
even
it's
Purple Heart
like
Lane is like
everyone
made up.
wants realism till they don't.
Yeah. Until they're just getting arty nonstop.
Hmm.
I think there's a hill west of Valley and possible south Sniper's Dream. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like right over here, the southbound. I think that's gonna be crazy. Airfield hangars. There's actually an objective in Squad that's a whole airfields like compound. That's actually one of my favorite places to go ahead and fight in. So I'm really excited to see if we can go on top of some of these airfield hangars and around them and set up some garrisons and stuff. That'll be a pretty cool spot. It's also, I would say, it's probably one of, if not the biggest strong point I've ever seen in Hell Loose. Look at how
Dude, a
massive that
lot of
is.
these are big, even back on,
Hmm.
Drill, like, a lot of these circles are just fucking huge, so it's gonna
But I mean, look at
I think
this.
it'll
It's
be
the
more
size of
fun.
it's literally 200 by 200. Like it's the size
Yeah,
of an entire
yeah,
box. Like I
yeah, yeah.
think this is going to play a little more like Battlefield rather than Hella Loose. Like this specific objective.
I think it'll be cool.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
all for bigger strong points.
I agree. I agree. So it seems like there's a lot of dynamic stuff. Hamlet Ruins also looks like a pretty nice area. I think this is going to be some high ground on the left side, and then some low ground on the right side as the road comes from Oasis.
Yeah.
Um,
Guys, I think this map's gonna be a lot of fun. I really do.
yeah, I agree. I mean, the airfield is going to be just a complete open area with crashed like planes or damaged planes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Like having tanks fight, on this entire area across the airstrip is going to be nuts.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool things. I think we're looking, it's bold claim, but I think we're looking at a mainstay in a lot of rotations here.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I just based off the images I've seen, based off this, my first impressions without playing it, I think this is like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna go 8.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would rate this pretty
I
high.
think
What do
it's
you?
gonna play I think it's gonna play way differently than anything we have now.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna play like a mixture of like Kharkov and then a little with elevation like Hill 400 and Herkin, but obviously without the trees. So it's gonna be fucking way different than anything we have.
I think Airfield Command and Desert Rat Trenches is going to play like Kursk with a lot of
Yeah,
these trench warfare. And I like the trench warfare. I think the trench warfare is cool. People are saying 8 in the chat. Yeah, I think
I
so.
think that's fair. I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be a good one. I think
Everyone,
anytime they put gameplay first, I'm always down for.
I absolutely agree. I think there's definitely some balance, but like this seems pretty sweet so far.
Yeah.
Tabra says everyone wants realism until they realize why Purple Heart Lane was nicknamed that. Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
exactly.
You know.
Circles are big, but looks like the little cover. I don't know. I almost disagree with a little bit of cover. Like
I mean,
Valley,
look at that Valley strong point. God damn.
Valley's gonna be like Carentan. Like you're gonna have full on Carentan battles in Valley.
Yeah. People are just gonna be hiding in buildings and shit.
Hmm. But Airfield Hangars is gonna be like Kursk. Desert
Mhm.
Rat Trenches is gonna be like probably like Kursk meets like
I'm
maybe
seeing flak
SMDM.
pits on fucking Hill 400.
Oh
That reminds me of
yes,
that, where it's like up there and then you go into the trenches and stuff. It's gonna be
yeah.
hard for tanks to push in.
And Watchtower, that'll be pretty sweet with Watchtowers up top. That'll be cool. Fuel Depot, I think, is probably gonna be one of the most open areas. It looks like
I
there's not
think
really anything.
Oasis is gonna be a brutal midpoint, but I think it's gonna be fucking great for back and forth because it's gonna be so easy to get up on one of those hills and just shoot down into it.
Like over here in F5 and then the bottom corner, I think of like E6, you're gonna be able to push
Yeah, dude.
tanks right up
It's
there
gonna be
and fire
great. I think
down.
that's gonna be a wild point to fight over because it's like a choke point. Oh my god, like that's gonna be fun.
I
It's
think Valley's
you're
gonna be the
basically just
best.
forced in there.
Yeah. So overall, I mean, this map looks very, very promising. So super excited. Watchtower looks like it'll be fantastic for building fortifications. Yeah, like offensive might be pretty good. I think Valley's gonna be the point. Like this might be the favorite point of the game to fight in. I'm calling it right now. I think this will be like a Carentan, like town center
Yeah.
esque feeling. So yeah, that's the two tac maps we got here. So let's go through the weapons. So the UK is bringing in a lot of weapons here, notably like Lee Enfield and stuff like that. So let's dive in. So the first one here is the Lanchester. Do you want to read the descriptions? I don't know if you have the.
I can't. You gotta do it. I can't. I'm a
So
little bit behind you.
you're good. You're good. So Lanchester Mark One, well made and solid. The Lanchester Mark One was a submachine gun manufactured to offer British soldiers a reliable ruggedness, recognizing the value of the submachine gun after the events at Dunkirk. Interesting that they mentioned Dunkirk too. I'll be honest. Like
I know. I feel like this little ball tickle, dude.
that's what I feel too. I
Yeah.
really feel like they're alluding to something.
Hmm.
I don't think things like that happen with no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dunkirk
Seems like a weird
confirmed.
thing to mention.
Yeah, Dunkirk confirmed, possibly. Yeah, so here it is. This is gonna work. I would imagine somewhat similar to like the Thompson, and class wise, I would imagine be something similar to the Thompson, like as squad leader, as like some of the assault classes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, Balduino says, Raz, there's no semi-automatic weapon for the Brits. It's a weak for close combat. Um, yeah, I don't think they have any. But then again, like, yeah, no, I guess the Germans have the Gewehr. I don't know. I mean,
See how it
you
goes.
maybe you'll see more submachine guns, and then really like you might not have a lot of situations that you need a semi-auto because
I'm trying to think. Like the two maps are on. Like, oh man, it's gonna be a lot of long range combat. I think, unless you
yeah,
push
so
in trenches. I don't think there's gonna be
bolties
too much. Yeah, bolties is the way to
bolties would be
go.
fine. I feel like
Uh,
the mid range is pretty much the Gewehr.
yeah.
Um, Brits use Garand from what I know. Yeah, you might see the Garand and stuff like that. The Brits don't have any semi-automatics, but they seem to get a bunch of full autos though. Yeah, that's true. That
Mhm.
is very true. There's two LMGs, and they seem like pretty decent LMGs as well. The Sten gun, which it would be a contrast with the what is it? The grease gun that we have, right, for the Americans.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think Stenga goes grease gun and Lanchester's like the mainstay.
Yep. As a contrasting counterpart to Lanchester submachine gun, the Sten entered the battlefield as a cheaper alternative to the Lancaster and the Allied favored Tommy gun, with the Sten's ability to support more soldiers with submachine guns on the battlefield. So this is a close up here of that weapon. But yeah, I would again just assume this is probably going to be in place of the grease gun for the classes
Mhm.
and the loadouts. Which one do you
Yep.
guys prefer, Lanchester or Sten?
Dude, I bet they play exactly the same.
You think you don't think
I,
they're a little different?
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna make it different for gameplay reasons, but I'm pretty sure they're like the same rate of fire, same ammo type, like in real life.
Uh,
They're very similar.
Jocko, I know you're like a resident World War II expert. Can you check the fire rate of these two guns? I would imagine the Sten's going to be closer to the grease gun, like a lot slower. The Lanchester, I would imagine, is. I think the Lanchester is pretty quick.
Is it
Lanchester
really?
will have yeah, I'm almost certain it shoots almost like a Type 100, like pretty
Let's see.
fast, or like the PPSH. Can you compare and contrast, Jocko? Maybe the fire rate of the Lanchester to the Tommy and stuff.
All right.
Um,
Wikipedia says rate of fire for the Lanchester is 600. See, it says the Sten is rate of fire 500 to 600.
oh,
So
so
tiny bit slower, but not a lot.
what about the Thompson? Thompson's. I wonder what the Thompson is.
Thompson. Wikipedia says Thompson. It gives you two versions: the M1928 700 to 800, M1A1 600 to 700. So the
I
Thompson's a
think
little
we have
faster.
yeah. So it'll probably be in the middle of like a MP40 maybe in Thompson somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think that's probably closer.
Yeah. But really interesting. Yes, people are saying Lanchester. Sten. Oh, so it looks like 50-50 split. Here, we'll go
I
ahead
mean,
and put a vote in
The
chat.
Sten's just iconic. That's like such an iconic gun.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Which do you prefer? Let me know in chat here. We'll put the Lanchester or the Sten. Put that up. There you go. Let us know here in the chat. So the next one, the Bren gun. So they don't have an image for the Bren gun, but the Bren gun, I guess I can look it up real quick. Bren gun, for you guys that don't know, is going to be one of the top firing, top loaded, I'm sorry, machine guns.
Another iconic gun. God, you don't realize how many iconic weapons like the Brits have from World War II until you start like going through them. I feel like the Bren gun is just like such a crazy looking weapon.
Very, very iconic. Very iconic gun. It's top loaded LMG basically. It would be, I would assume, equivalent game wise to the BAR
Yeah,
somewhat.
I don't think we get a mounted version.
No, 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 no.
I really doubt that. I think it's going to be like the BAR.
Yeah, it doesn't have that many rounds. I think it's going to be pretty, if not almost exactly like the BAR. Hope it has a little bit more
I hope it takes up
stopping
like
power.
half the screen when you're using it.
Jesus Christ.
That top loading mag better take up the whole right side of my screen when I'm using the game.
That'll be nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Next one here is the Lee Enfield, which is probably, if not the most iconic gun on this roster.
Yeah.
Used throughout World War II, the bolt action rifle went under the further modification to support soldiers in World War II. Often used by snipers, the P-14 was durable and somewhat heavier, contributing to its reputation for accuracy. So, P-14 is not Lee Enfield. Oh, is it not? What? Let's see. What does this look like? The Lee Enfield.
Google that shit.
Yeah, 19 pattern, 1914. Let's see. I mean, it's a Lee Enfield. It's like the same. I don't know. I mean, I'm no gun expert, but that shit looked the same, bruh. That's the Lee Enfield here. Oh my god, it's a 50-50 split for the Lanchester and Sten. I'm sure that'll change when like the Sten is like shit or something. Like, so here's the Lee Enfield right here. So that'll be pretty much my assumption.
This model in particular is going to be for the sniper, and that's what they're talking about in the text chat.
Correct. Yeah. That will be the standard sniper, and that's actually what I was about to read here. So, used throughout World War II, the bolt-action rifle went under further modification to support soldiers in World War II. Often used by snipers, the P-14 was durable and somewhat heavier, contributing to its reputation for accuracy. So, yeah, it is the sniper confirmed for the...
Yeah, because they have the other bolt-action further down. I think all the infantry is going to get.
Gotcha. Next one here, Lewis gun. Designed in the United States and mass-produced in the United Kingdom, the Lewis gun featured a top-mounted pan magazine as well as an aluminum barrel shroud to offer effective cooling. Following a loss of a large part of the British Army's weaponry across France, many Lewis guns were repaired before being issued to the British forces and Allied forces. So here is the Lewis gun. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to be whatever. I mean, it's how often do you use the Russian MG?
You think that's how it's going to be?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I think a lot of these are reskins. I mean, it's not going to play too much differently than what we already have.
Huh. Yeah. Does Britain have any semi-auto rifles? No, Normandy. It will not have any semi-auto. Based on this so far. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be somewhat like the Browning, no?
Maybe
probably less rounds, but...
Yeah.
Next is the rocket launcher of choice for the British faction, the Piat. Created in 1942 in response to the need for more effective portable anti-tank weapon, the projector infantry anti-tank, aka Piat, offered greater penetration power than its anti-tank predecessors and was able to launch projectiles over a more effective range.
This is going to be wild, I think. I mean, it's basically like, yeah, I don't know the correct term for it. I mean, I guess the name's the correct term, but is it basically like a mortar launcher or a grenade launcher? Like, it's just a propeller.
Yeah, so I believe it's similar to the Panzer Faust, right? I mean, the Panzer Faust isn't necessarily a rocket launcher, so the Panzer Faust is like more so just like it shoots a fucking mortar out, basically,
Yeah,
right?
There's no back blast or anything.
Busco says no. So I don't know. Busco is the resident German here. He probably knows a little more. Panzer Faust is a rocket? Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I know like one of them just
shoots. Is technically a mortar system, according to Wikipedia.
Oh, it's a fucking spring?
It's basically it's basically a fucking shoulder mortar.
What the shit? I mean, not even a mortar. It's a spring, so it's basically like a fucking slingshot.
It's called a spigot mortar.
Yeah, it's a slingshot mortar.
It's gonna be so fucking cool to use.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some cross the map shots with this thing.
Yeah, I think this will be the most. I think this is like the only weapon of the British that like they can't reskin. So I think this will be the most unique.
Do you think you'll need to go ahead and mount it to use it?
No.
Or can you shoot it from the shoulder?
Well, dude, that's a good question.
Why does it have this?
Yeah,
this like mounted portion to it.
Can you not shoulder shoot this fucking thing? Or you have to mount it?
I think you can, but I mean it looks like this is for the brace.
I don't see any pictures of anybody. Oh no, I don't see any pictures of anybody like not
look, like this is
laying
for the
down
shoulder.
this thing.
Yeah, it's for the shoulder.
It might be like the AT rifle for the Russians where you have to like lay down or mount it.
That would actually be really cool if you had to mount
cool,
get down on the ground.
British are kind of getting shit on with anti-tank weapons if that's the case.
Yeah, that's very
That's
true.
that's going to be brutal chasing down Panthers with this thing.
Piat may have the most arc to their shot compared to Panzerfaust. We'll have to test it.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping we can maybe get in with Hella Loose and see if we can test some of the shit.
We're trying.
We're trying. Tell Hella Loose we want to go ahead and test some of this shit for you guys, and we'll show you guys footage as soon as possible. But yeah, so this is the Piat. I think the Piat will be pretty cool.
Dude, I think you might have to mount it. Like I'm looking at, I don't see a single picture of anybody not shooting this. Shooting this not mounted.
Do you think if we have to mount it, it'll be equivalent to the Panzerschreck? You know what I'm saying? Like the Panzerschreck is so strong, it can shoot the mediums from the front.
It's possible.
It shoots the medium round. So
anything's possible. I mean, it's who knows with Hell Loose.
Oh, Tabbers, dude, that's actually a really good question, Tabbers. So Tabber asked, and maybe we can ask the devs. I wonder if the Brits will have an AT upgrade like the Soviets, where you can get the bazooka at a certain level.
I think for fairness, they should. Otherwise, that's going to be fucking brutal.
That would be pretty reasonable, as well as like maybe an M1 Grand or something with some of your loadouts, like maybe one of the loadouts or something like that. Piat is definitely better than the bazooka. You can destroy it with a Tiger or Panther from the side.
Hopefully. That'd be really cool. That'd be very cool.
That would be really interesting. If it had a medium round, like that would make sense. Wikipedia says the max firing distance is 320 meters. That's nothing. Jesus. Very interesting.
Panzerschreck, man.
It would be nice though, because I will say, like the Panzerschreck is so strong compared to the Americans or any other faction, to be honest, because it shoots that medium round.
Yeah, they need it if this has to be mounted.
It's possible.
I mean, the Panzerschreck max effective firing range is 150 meters according to Wikipedia.
Not according to Hella Loose.
I know. Dude, across the map.
Yeah, Artie is there? No worries. Yeah, if I aim at that one cloud, got it. Easy. Poof. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I'm very curious to see if this is going to be a completely mounted rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Rocket projector, I guess. Excuse me, chat. Don't cancel me. And here we go. The rifle number 4 Mark I, a classic service rifle built with infantry in mind, offering a lighter and more robust design than the standard rifle. So this will
be your basic infantry weapon here.
Yeah,
you never know. They might give you an unscoped version of the other Lee Enfield or whatever, the P14 or whatever it is. So they might give you both, but I think this will be the basic.
I'm excited because I really like the scope, like the iron sights of this rifle.
Yeah. So, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to use, dude. I think this gun on LL Man will be a lot of fun.
Oh man, some of those bolty shots. Yeah, it'll be nice. Very nice. That's the Lee Enfield. There you go. I think.
This is the more iconic one.
Brit used an anti-tank rifle in North Africa, like the Soviet rifle. Right. So that's another thing that they actually never mentioned in the dev brief. If the boys AT rifle will be in. I would love to see the boys AT rifle. I don't know if you guys were here, but me and Fresh, you played with us for sure. So last Halloween we played what was it? The zombie mode in Postscriptum, and we were like on this building with like 10, 15 people, like 2 or 3 devs, and we had a fucking I had a boys AT rifle watching a stairwell, and like the devs are like sitting there on top. Fresh is sitting there on top, where he's like machine gunning everything. Someone runs up and I just fucking blast the zombies from like a mile away and explode them with the boys AT rifle. So I would love to see the boys AT rifle make a return. I think that thing would be nuts, dude. Nuts.
There's still a lot they can do with these weapons.
Definitely. 2 quick mentions here. You have the Webley Mark 6 handgun. It'll be like a
revolver.
Yeah, revolver. And then you have a Fairbairn Sykes knife with basically a dagger. So that's your knife. You don't get any spade, which is thank God. So we are tankers. And so without further ado, let's talk about the tanks, boys. My favorite tank of all time, the Sherman 76 Firefly, baby.
Is this really your favorite tank?
Favorite tank. This is my favorite tank. The Firefly.
I think it's cool. So like, you know, it's like I feel like I'm about to go on a tangent here. So I think the developers got lazy with this. I think the heavy tank was supposed to be the Churchill, and I bet this was originally supposed to be a tank destroyer, but they didn't feel like putting the actual tank destroyer tier and rebalancing everything in there or putting the Churchill in there, so they just bumped this up to the heavy tank.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, this is
Yeah.
definitely like a medium body. Like it's quite
Mhm.
literally the exact medium. It's not even like a 76 medium body
Yeah,
or
it's
the
not
heavy
it's
body.
not a jumbo, right? Like, it's like an
No,
M4 with a big turret on it, yeah?
no, it's literally
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
M4
saying.
body with a giant
Yeah,
17 pounder on there.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone's saying the disappointed of the Churchill's not in here.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
should have been a Churchill, I agree.
So I,
This doesn't make sense, but, I mean, it is what it is.
yeah, I don't know. I will tell you what, I am super excited for this tank, but what the fuck did they do to this thing? This thing is like the most lazy tank design I think I've ever seen. I will say it's a low quality. I just don't like the effects on it
Pattern.
at
Yeah.
all. Now I
Yeah,
want
like,
to go out.
what is that texture they have on there? I don't
It's
understand what that
so
is. It looks
weird.
like wood. It looks like wood, like stained wood.
So I want to go ahead and bring you guys back to the olden days of Hell Loose when they were coming out with concept art. Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah, this has
This
been in
is
there a while.
this is the Firefly. This is the Hell Loose official art for the Firefly.
Well, hey, Raz, you're not wrong. This is the Firefly you're gonna be able to buy at some point.
That's fine, dude.
Yeah, this is gonna be when tank skins come out.
How did this go to this though? What the fuck?
Well, because you got to get the basic one, and you got to pay for the cool shit.
Oh my god. I mean, I will, but like, come on.
Yeah, you will.
But
So all these old tank models were designed by a third party that wasn't even Black Matter.
God, it's so nice though.
Yeah,
Incoming cosmetics, yeah, man. Fresh is
absolutely.
right.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like it was all but confirmed when they came out with smart materials.
Dude, Terry, where are you to talk about this stuff? You should have been in here.
Terry just
Terry,
likes watch basing the
Terry.
shit.
I know. Yeah, man. This thing looks sweet. Like, I will buy this. I don't give a shit.
Oh
Whatever
yeah.
you can, like, give me a gold tank skin. I've been lurking since you. Oh hell yeah, thanks, Terry. This thing is just like insane looking, man. I mean, look at
Mhm.
how beautiful this looks. Like the colors on it, like the debris or the bags on it. Art, all beautiful. And then we have this. Like the 13 is just black. What happened to the 13? What is this?
It's your
Yellow.
basic model, dude. It's like this is the lame shit that the newbie tankers are gonna have.
God.
Yeah,
Like
just wait. We just gotta
the
wait.
regular basic like face skin you can get for every character.
You remember the black P4?
Oh yeah, that
Like
was
it's just generic as fuck.
dude. There's no way that like they can't change the skins on these tanks. I mean, the skins
They
on the
could do it.
tanks,
They could do it in a second. That's the whole reason of smart materials. They could literally just like click a button and be like, okay, it's a different skin.
Yeah, I just don't understand why. I mean, I guess like let's get cosmetics in soon, man.
Because they got to figure out how to implement it. And then,
I want my white tiger. I
yeah.
want my firefly with my freaking like netting. Come on, man.
I mean, do you think this is gonna play basically like a Jumbo 76 without a whole MG?
Oh, so that's something we didn't mention.
Yeah.
So that's an observation that Fresh had as well. This has no hull MG. It's not confirmed by the devs that it has no hull MG. We're
I mean,
asking,
it doesn't have a whole MG. Look at that
but
thing.
yeah, it doesn't. So
Yeah.
it's literally like a Stuart with a giant freaking gun.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
I
like,
bet-
it's like
I-
a Luke. Sorry, Luke.
I bet for gameplay reasons, it shouldn't. I should be faster. If you're taking away the whole MG, it should be faster than the 76. But I bet this thing plays exactly like a 76.
No hell MG makes an F tier. Let's catch up on the chat real quick. The black and green paint is called Dapple, typical British paint after Normandy. No doubt paid DLC. That's definitely a skin in game shop they're making in the future. Devs still have to add a second heavy for the Soviets, hopefully the KV1. If they only doing one heavy for Brits for now, I'd say Firefly over Churchill. You think? Interesting. Just waiting for them to add a mortarman class. They will. They've confirmed that mortars are coming to the game. They just haven't confirmed when. Say gold skin one more time, Raz, and I'll block you, says Alpine. Bruh. Alpine, we're going to get you a gold sniper, okay? Here's hoping that the Firefly picture is just an early draft of the in-game model and textures. I'm gonna break it to you, Tabbers. This is the in-game one.
Yeah, this is what we're getting.
This is it. Um,
Hopefully it looks better. You know, it's like when like fucking, any sort of sports team comes out with like their jersey next season, you're like, that thing looks like shit. But you see it on a player and you're like, okay, it kind of looks good.
yeah.
So hopefully this is like one of those situations.
And they seem like they're pretty far away too. Like the images, like they're kind of like zoomed in. They're not
Dude,
like
they're all fucking the images they put in the dev brief were like the worst quality ever. They're all different sizes and like
yeah.
just low resolution. Because I was doing my video, it's like, oh my god, like I had to zoom in so far to make them fit fucking 2K.
The Firefly had medium armor. Well, surprise, Morbid, it is a heavy tank.
Yeah, it should have medium armor. It should be a tank destroyer in game, but hey, people be lazy.
Who would choose this tank skin? I think the tank skin would be the commander or the first.
Yeah, I
person
mean
that gets into
that's
it.
the question they have to figure out before they can probably implement. You're telling me Team 17 doesn't want to make money immediately? Like I think they just have
Yeah.
to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we get it.
But yeah, this is confirmed again. The heavy tank for the British faction. Moving on to the second tier, the medium tank. With its Rolls-Royce Meteor engine, the Cromwell offered reliability and speed while being a powerful medium tank.
This is what I'm excited for, dude. It looks terrible, but it looks awesome at the same time.
Bad, dude. Like, I'm just hoping it's the image, man. Like,
I know
really
these images aren't doing any favors at all.
No. I will say I do like the color scheme. It looks good with like the setting. Now let me put this to you. Imagine this
on the other map,
and then imagine this over here. This is gonna be like equivalent to like the snow pattern. Like,
yeah, I don't
understand
understand why they're so different. What if they're fucking totally mind fucking us right now, and we're about to get map specific tank camos, and they're just not telling us?
That would be nice. That would be the dream.
That would be the most logical thing here. But knowing the most logical thing, I doubt we're getting that, and it's gonna be fucking weird.
Boxy, non-angled armor. Oh boy,
I mean,
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Use it for the first 5 minutes, and then it's all heavies.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about how T17 have messed up the historical accuracy of the two maps, even though they want each map to be accurate now based on weapons, equipment, etc.? So
they didn't make any of this.
Yeah, so I think that's something to kind of mention. So they're bringing in tanks and guns that weren't necessarily specific to that era, but their idea is to do like 1 year of the war every single year, right? So I think the thing with this right now with the British coming out is really that this is not Team 17. This is Black Matter. Black Matter made all this. Like, I don't know if there's anything that Team 17 actually fully made in any of this. And I don't think they made any of this like fully. I'm sure they finalized it, yeah. But I know for certain fact it was not Team 17 that made this. It was definitely Black Matter.
Yeah, like really they made almost pretty much all of it. It's been done.
Yeah. So the British were announced like 2 years ago, but the Polish fought at Drill and the Aussies specifically fought at the LL main area, from what I understand about. Yeah, so that's actually what I was talking about, Terry, a little earlier when we were looking at the like where it is. The Polish were there, and the Polish were trying to fight across the bridge. I mean, I'm sure there were British there, but it's just kind of a weird area that they picked. Cromwell, I see being a menace with how low it is. That's actually a really good point. What do you think, Fresh?
Yeah,
like the profile.
It's fully map dependent.
Yeah, I think like posting up somewhere over here. Like, look how high some of these hills are.
It's going to be very easy to go hold down on that thing if you're able to. So
yeah, and seeing like the Panzer IV with like its green green skin, I think you'll easily be able to find that thing.
Yeah, dude.
And then here we have the supply truck and the transport truck. It's giving me really big safari vibes. I love it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't think about a safari.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks like a safari truck.
We're going to go wild thornberries up in this bitch.
Oh, hell yeah. Scott says, I'm looking forward to maps being limited to the kits and vehicles that tie in the battle. Me too. I agree.
We're a long way from that.
Yeah. Germans in shorts, definitely a skin for the cash shop. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, all the shorts, like they're gonna get us so hard on that. We're all gonna pay for that. There's gonna be like one pack probably, like a shorts pack.
Shut up and take my money.
I know it's like I it's totally getting got. It's extortion at this point.
So that is the medium tank. Right here we have the Tetrarch. Tetrarch.
I had to Google that one. I've never heard of that until this briefing.
Primarily used as a support fire, the British light tank featured a quick firing 2-pounder produced by the Vickers Armstrong Company. So that's the light tank, and then you have the Daimler as the recon vehicle, proving to be an important tool in the battlefield. The Daimler recon vehicle was fast, mobile, and lightly armored. So all around cool weapons. I'm really interested, and there's something that they didn't mention. So each faction has its own buildables too. They never really mentioned any of the buildables.
True. That's a good point. I did not think about that.
Not only are they bringing all these new weapons, all these new vehicles, but there's going to be my anticipation, unless they cheap out and just do like American like walls and stuff, which they absolutely could. But there should be, just like the Soviets have like specific buildables too. So the nodes should look a little bit different for sure. Like the outpost and the garrisons will look different. Like that's all certain.
I swear we saw a garrison in OP at some point, didn't we? Was that like in a recent debrief?
There was a leak.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was in that leak.
It's like a leak ship. So there's a leak apparently. I don't know how legit it is, but it looks like a.
I haven't confirmed since this came out.
It looks like one of those phone things like that, like old fashioned, like looked like that. The garrison, there was just a table, which is standard.
Yeah, I think there was teacups on it though. I'm fairly certain.
No shit. Oh, yeah. Teacups confirmed. Yeah, rotary phone. There you go.
I don't want to post this on Twitch or anything, just because I know. Happy about it, but I'll double check for you.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna show it, but you can find it out there. Like we don't know how legit it is. Teacups, fuck yes, I know. Show us the scout car. Oh yeah, the Daimler. So the Daimler is crazy.
So, I mean, do you want me to talk about what's like potentially in the leak shit? Because there's some stuff in here they don't mention. So in the alleged leak, so this is not confirmed whatsoever, but I mean, they show a Tommy gun in here with a fucking drum mag, dude.
Hell yeah.
Stuff like that, and the flamethrower. There's a flamethrower too. So I mean, they didn't mention anything about a flamethrower. So there's a lot of stuff not mentioned in this debrief that's there.
Here's the Daimler, by the way. It's like a shorter, taller Greyhound, basically. That thing looks sweet.
Dude, that is the coolest looking recon car.
I think so too. I think the Daimler is insane. But yeah, so the leaks, again, I don't know how accurate those leaks are. I'm not going to promote the leaks.
No teacups on the garrison, by the way. It's just like white cups.
Teacups.
But no unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. The worst kind of confirmed. What up, Raz? What up, Fresh? Yo, Jack, what's up, man?
What's up?
And if memory serves me correct, only one unit of the Poles even jumped Operation Market Garden. I think so, Schroeder. Oi, can I have me a cup of tea and crumpets, Commander? I know, right?
Dude, it's going to be bad on this launch.
If the British medic doesn't hand out cups of tea instead of bandaging, I'm going to riot. Agreed.
They should. I mean, the Russians basically use telekinesis to revive right now.
Drum mags were never used on Thompsons. I don't know. I have no idea. So confirmed no gunner coax on the Firefly. So we haven't confirmed it with the devs yet for sure, but we have asked them. But the image clearly shows that there's no like MG on the front of it. But yeah, so those are our tanks. Those are our vehicles. That's some of the stuff that has been going around like rumor wise. Let's get into the UK soldiers. First off, we need to just get. We need to start a petition. Hear me out. This is a tangent. Raspberry classic tangent. We need to start a petition to get Terry's voice in there. We have to get Terry.
Would he be the Garrison OP guy, or like what would the voice be? Like where else would the voice be?
Yeah, are there voice lines in Hellas? I feel like there are. Just screaming.
Well, okay. So you want Terry to scream? What is a British scream like?
Sort of have to fuck with. I don't know. Not in democracy. That's for damn sure. Freedom. I don't know. I'm curious if it'll have more AP. According to a friend, the Firefly in World War II didn't have a coax because they literally got rid of that spot in order to hold more ammo. Yeah, I don't know. Let me voice the
It
tutorial.
all depends, yeah.
Yeah. Listen here, Gov. Put a fucking garrison, mate. Chip, chip, cheerio. We could also get Wild Bill. He'd be a great voice actor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know, that'd be funny. All right, so T for the for the god. Oh my god. Oh, Italian campaign. That'd be cool.
Dude. Yeah.
So here we go. UK soldiers. As an initial introduction to the British forces, players will find their soldiers garbed in the British battle dress. Worn mostly in temperate climates, battle dress was introduced before the start of World War II and was worn as late as the 1960s. Designed with the mechanized infantry needs in mind, the British battle dress comprised of a short wool jacket buttoned on the outside of high-waisted wool serge trousers. So for some reason, they have like a Russian Soviet like modeling inside of the British. This does not look like a British soldier to me.
Dude, they're gonna make the commander. Yeah, it looks Russian. They're gonna make the commander like wear a raincoat in the desert.
This is the commander, right? Oh no, that's the commander. Yeah, this is the commander.
Sorry, your stream's behind for me, so I was looking at the commander.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So yeah, this is the regular soldiers here. I actually really like this outfit. I will say the standard infantry does look pretty good. Yeah.
It'll work on both maps. The shorts are like, I mean, it's iconic. It's what I want to be doing in the desert. I want to be a desert rat, dude.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a couple different outfits that are going to come. I think these are just a couple.
There always is.
Yeah, but this commander outfit does look pretty good. It just looks like a Soviet face model.
So. I just think it's not very fitting for the desert.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Maybe it's appropriate, and I just don't fucking know.
The British uniform is for Europe, not North Africa. Yeah, that sounds about right. I agree.
What is on his chest? Is that magazines in there? Is like holder?
And like I think those are the magazines.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, looks okay, I guess.
Like, it's fine.
This one I really like. I will say this definitely reminds me of a British soldier. Those little helmets they got. Yeah. That's nice.
I can't wait because there's gonna be helmets where you can like where the Americans have with all the leaves and shit in there, like the foliage. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like overall. What would you rate this dev briefing?
Dude, this is a fucking 9 out of 10. I mean,
really?
It'll be a 10. Yeah, absolutely. We haven't gotten a dev briefing like this. And when did the Russian stuff come out?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man.
What else do you want?
I think I want like quality content. I think that we got content, but I don't necessarily believe in all the quality of it. That's how I feel.
It wasn't until this podcast where I'm thinking that's not everything in there. It's like we started off this podcast saying like it's everything, but now I'm thinking about it. No flamethrower. There's no buildables. There's a lot of stuff not in there. So, dude, what if there is a Churchill coming out? What if there's like all this shit still? Like, the Panzers are heavy. Maybe they're just not doing tank destroyers. Maybe they're gonna have the Firefly and the Churchill. We just don't fucking know it yet.
I think that would be a great idea. I think just tease like a short version, but right now I think overall it's a 7 out of 10 for me in dev briefing. Like honestly,
man, this got me so much more excited seeing this.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I think the biggest letdown was like Drill and the Firefly. The Firefly, I'm just kind of like, Like I'm really let down on the Firefly. But I think if you're right, if we do secretly get the Churchill,
it's a complete guess, dude. But
I agree.
Yeah.
I think like the best case scenario, they add the Churchill, and they have all custom, stuff for the factions. Worst case scenario, they pull what they did with the Russians initially and have all the standard. Like,
what if? Hear me out. What if they put the Churchill in and it's like the equivalent of the Tiger, and then they have the Firefly in there? What if that bitch has the 6-second reload?
Oh. Fuck me, dude.
You have to
that
choose
would be nice.
What if it's like what if it's like the Panther where it drives all fast and stuff? Like what if?
Man, that would be cool.
But the reason why I'm doubting this in my head now is because they talked about all the other tanks and not the Churchill. So I'm like, it's probably not
Yeah.
happening. But it could happen.
I
But it's
don't
probably
know,
not going to
man.
happen. But it
I
could
just
happen.
I just hope there's a lot more content. I mean, I think it's again, this is all Black Matter stuff. I don't think this is really Team 17 really doing too much. I mean, I'm certain Team 17 has done a handful, if not a ton, on this. But like, as far as all the stuff, it's all legacy stuff, right? It's kind of coming out after 2 years of work, which again, Black Matter, they typically knock it out of the park, except for Remagen, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I like the Soviet forces. I think they feel unique. I think the maps feel really unique. I just hope this feels unique, and I hope it plays well.
So Terry's right though. So I mean, this comes out on the 25th. So 2 more dev briefs until release. So I mean, they're releasing this much. 3 weeks out. So I mean, they got to have something the next 2 weeks. What else are they gonna do? Just not say anything next 2 weeks?
Yeah,
So it's very possible next week. It's like, here's more shit.
I just don't want to get my
Fuck yourself, all you people that made videos.
Yeah, I don't want to hype myself up too much because I feel like if
No,
I
don't.
do, I'm gonna
Grounded.
get I'm gonna get let
That's how
down,
it
man.
lose, dude. It's like this fucking
Yeah.
dick puncher simulator.
Oh God, I know. I mean,
It is hell loose. You just go. You just take what they give you and you make lemonade
it's
out
such
of
a good
lemons,
game.
dude.
It
Oh
really is
yeah.
a great game, and it is easily my favorite game of all time. It's just like sometimes I think we do need to be critical to
Mhm.
help
Oh
hopefully
yeah.
give feedback.
I feel like we're pretty fucking critical.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think we're critical because we care,
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I mean, if we were just like, you know, sucking at the teat of everything T17 gave, I'm pretty
No,
sure
I
there would.
can't
Yeah,
T-suck, dude.
no. Um, so there's a couple of things I want to kind of touch base on, and it's kind of in the console space, and I want to see like what you think. So first thing they mentioned was that the console is getting in December, ideally, server browser.
Yeah, they need it.
Why,
Battlefield has its fucking server browser on console, dude.
why is it taking so fucking long? Like,
'Cause
why would you not have a server browser?
beyond me, dude. I don't know anything about game development. It seems like it shouldn't be that hard, but I mean, is it even Team 17 doing the console stuff, or didn't they?
I
Didn't they
believe
just get another new?
T17
They
is
got a new
doing.
studio.
Is it? I thought Team 17 was doing all of the console
No,
stuff.
there was an article out a couple weeks ago about another because they had Flix do the fucking port,
Oh, yes, you're
and
right.
then
You're right. You're right.
then
You're
I
right.
just saw another news article like maybe a month ago about another Hell Loose studio or something. But I feel like there's no news about that outside of that shit.
Another thing I learned, by the way, is that there's no sort of IP ban or console ban they could do. So
Yeah,
there's
that's all fucked up.
yeah, there's a couple folks that have just been tyrannizing console, and I want to speak like the Lorax, but I speak for the consoles. I want to speak for the consoles when I say console. I hope you get support as soon as possible. Devs, please, dice. No, just kidding. Please, devs. We need focus on some console stuff, man. Like I'm all here for new content. I'm all here for fixing the bugs and shit. But like, fix the game on console. It's so bad. Like the situation there. You can't ban people. You can have one single commander. If someone just quickly takes commander, they can level the game for you for games and like empty out the server entirely.
Yeah. If you've ever played on the official servers on PC, it's that, but
Yeah.
less control.
Yeah. It's bad because they can't ban people. There's one person that's been banned several times in several different accounts, and he's
It doesn't
still
stop them though.
no, he just makes another account. He's like, okay, I'll just make another account. I'm good.
Yeah, the worst part is I'm sure like so many people post about it on Reddit and stuff, and like the dude just laps it all up. So it
Yeah.
almost makes it worse talking about it on public
Yeah.
forums.
Yeah. It's just a shame. So hopefully that person gets banned, permabanned forever,
Yeah.
sooner rather than later.
Yo, so I found that article about the new Hell Loose studio and why I think they're doing the console thing. It's something called Expression Games, and this article came out 3 weeks ago.
Suppression games?
Expression. I'll send you the
Oh,
article right
expression.
now. Yeah. But when you go to their website, they like specialize in content port and console ports, excuse me. So this, I guarantee you, this is who's fucking handling the console shit or helping with it or something.
All right, here we go. Team 17 Digital has announced that Expression Games will now be working with them to co-develop Hell Loose. Hell Loose, blah, blah. It's released January 2022, following Black Matter's successful console launch. Is it successful? I suppose it's successful. PlayStation 5,
for sure.
Xbox Series X, S in the previous October. The IP's acquisition by Team 17 was valued at around 30 million GBP. What is that? I don't know what GBP is.
That's British money, I think. Yeah.
British
Pounds? Is it pounds?
Yeah, I guess pounds. As the deal is struck for an offering of 19.75 million in cash, 11.25 million in consideration shares. Hellus has seen 13 major content updates since it was released on PC, all of which have been distributed entirely for free. Today's announcement marks okay. This co-development agreement is one of the biggest. Is one of the bigger picture for our dedicated Hellus studio, which will help us to deliver on the ambition of the years ahead. Yeah, so I mean, very interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess they completely.
Yeah, you go to the Expression website, and their services are full cycle game development, co-development, and adaptations and porting. So I would not be surprised whatsoever if they're helping with the console
That'll be good.
version. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, they need
Team
all help they can
17
get.
has a ton of money. I'm really
Oh,
hoping
they're
they
putting
leverage
a lot of money into this.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Freaking cosmetics is the first way they got to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys buy cosmetics? Like in chat, like do you guys buy the cosmetics? Would you think about buying cosmetics? Let me put it.
I buy it. I buy them all. That's like I've put so much money or so much time into this game. Like the money is not even an issue, honestly.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I mean, for me, I do buy all the cosmetics and I try to support the game as much as possible. To your point, Fresh, like I like the game a lot. It's my favorite game.
Yeah.
So
well, it's like I just spent fucking $70 on Jedi Survivor and I beat it in 3 nights, and now I'm never gonna play it again. Yeah, dude.
God damn. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm still beating it. It took me so goddamn long. I don't even think I'm
it's
far.
like 15 hours. It's not that long.
Shit. I just don't have the time.
But for 15 hours, $70. Hell loose. I'm 3,000 hours. I paid $30 for it.
Yeah, so. No, exactly. And I agree. Yeah. I agree. But then again, like I don't think games necessarily you have to play games that much. Like I think a solid like 10 to 15 hour game is still.
I mean, it's all personal. If you get it's all how much enjoyment you get out of it. It's your experience.
You're glitching pretty bad.
Well, my internet's fucking terrible.
But yeah, like I don't know. Man, I just really try to support the game as much as possible. Like I enjoyed a lot. And yeah, I think I have like some like 25 to 3,000 hours. Chat says, better not make meme shit, says Scab.
No.
I mean, Alpine wants his golden gun. Gotta get Alpine his golden gun, bro.
Your emotes were shat on so fast when you wanted those.
Oh my God. People are pissed off.
I mean, Team 17 was like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. So
I know.
Yeah, so that was a good sign.
We should actually go through some of the questions and answers real quick of their. I don't think we've actually talked about that.
So, I don't think we've had a RazCast since the other dev brief came out.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get the.
I'm at the phase where you're about to go fucking only forehead and cam, about to lean back.
This guy. Where are the questions? No. There is questions somewhere. Here it is. Okay. I think this is actually a pretty good spot. Everyone says yes. 57% say yes. Nice. If the cosmetics stay true to the time period, yes. I don't want ghillie suit made out of weed or pink guns. Hear me out, dude. I want my pink gun. Okay? Just kidding.
It has to say Rasbora on the side of it, though.
Oh my God, yes. If I can get my Rasbora gun, like MP40, could you imagine that? That'd be sick as fuck. The model's already in game.
Who would use it?
In game. I would.
Who would use it?
I would.
Oh God.
And then the Alpine sniper. Dude,
imagine our tank comes out with "too easy" written on the side of it in big fucking letters.
Oh, bro. Hear me out. Okay. The model's in game already. If like we could get an exclusive like too easy skin for that, oh my god! And I could like get it to console too. That'd be sick, dude. The smart materials are already in there. Oh, check this out.
It's never gonna happen.
So Nano was telling me he has an Easter egg in game. And
Does he?
Yes, not in Hella Loose, in Squad.
Oh, okay.
And his Easter egg, which is fucking sick, is the tanks, the M1 Abrams. Mm-hmm. Every M1 Abrams has on the gun a name of the tank. And one of the tanks, it's a 1 in 100 chance, is Nano.
That's fucking cool.
Right?
I mean, Ryan Craig has the coolest Easter egg out of all of us.
He does have a really cool Easter egg.
I never knew that was a thing. I can't believe that.
Is the satchel one?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude,
I'm fairly jealous.
I'm telling you, could you imagine if every tank in Hella Loose, like all the 76s had names on it, and like it was names of like us? Oh my god!
Oh, it doesn't even have to be us. I would kill for the first part of that suggestion.
Fury.
I would just want different random. I just want different looking tanks.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. This game is breaking my Call of Duty law. Oh, is my break from Call of Duty. Gotcha. No Fortnite flossing. No Fortnite Why can't I talk right now? No Fortnite flossing yet.
No, it's not happening.
Cats will go historically accurate. Look at a Lancaster bomber in North Africa. I know. Cats, by the way, is one of the Chapter Mercury devs for Postscriptum. So huge shout out to Cats.
What's he up to these days?
Him and his team are actually working on a new game and potentially some Chapter Mercury stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, some cool stuff for Mercury Arts. Down the length of the barrel, too easy. Oh shit, that would be funny as fuck. Easy all the way down. Hey, there's Gritson. Alpine wants the pulsating blue Eye of the Blizzard or the freezing white Frost Wind skins. Oh, dude, that'd actually be sweet as fuck. Possibly would like if there would be gun accessories like ammo pouches. Yeah, no, I agree. Like little what game was it? Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 had the same gun, but you had like skins, and the skins had like different levels, and they weren't crazy. They were just like different paints on them.
As long as it's realistic. That's
they had some accessories like a quick change mag or something like that. So some pretty cool stuff. Shout out Cats and Gritson. Let's go through real quick the questions. So this last dev briefing, not the most recent one, but the one from last week, 185, had a Q&A. So let's go through the Q&A. So first off, they mentioned about the issues. So what are some of the most notable issues that you've noticed fresh from 13.5?
I mean, where to start? I mean, the rubber banding is probably the worst. The reload bug's probably the most prevalent. VoIP is terrible now. For some reason, it's different. Like proximity chat doesn't work, but everything else will. I've started getting Unreal crashes here and there, but it's not anything like it used to be. It's just been a few.
The rubber banding is unplayable.
I mean, that to me is the biggest issue. It's fucking terrible. That's unacceptable.
The flamethrower, it's broken. It's completely broken. Like it'll. I don't know if it crashes people or if it like just freezes their character, but they're like running forever.
Vehicles disappear after you blow them up.
Yep, and then also tank penetration issues. Like you can shoot straight through armor, straight through them. Flamethrower needs to cook tanks? No, Gritson. No, they don't.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Gritson's a mad lad.
I know.
So here we go. So here's some of the roadmap Q&A. Will console ever receive server browsing functionality, which is kind of what we were talking about? The short answer, yes. More detailed answer is that it'll take some time. A large amount of work has been done to bring console in parity with PC, but there's still a good amount of work that needs to be done before server browsing can be implemented. Console players will start to see some browsing options with U15, which is December, and will make further improvements as the year progresses. So, yeah, I mean, really hope to...
Into double caution jump! Double caution
the double caution. What's up, Gibu? I have a sound alert going now.
Sammy, pass me.
Do they hear those when you like upload this to like Spotify? Do they hear the sound alert?
They do.
Sharp left.
Thank you, Gibu.
Sammy, you have to stay on road, Sammy. Otherwise,
Sammy, you have to stay on road. I love that. Gritson. Rubber banding. Yeah. Let's see. So this is LL main. What will be available in the in-game store? Hell Loose will continue to focus on delivering historically accurate cosmetics, and the in-game store will be a better way or new way for players to easily access both free and paid cosmetic DLC items. Why do you think people were so up in arms about the game store? I don't understand.
People are just scared of that shit. You know, it's like as soon as anybody starts asking for money any day, it's like people freak the fuck out. So I mean, it's fair, but it's no different than buying skins on Steam. So I don't know. Literally, they're taking the Steam store page and putting it in the fucking game, and they're making
Yeah.
more money on it.
Yeah, I don't know. 1 million. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's a I forget what they're called. The display. It's a display. It's freaking sweet. When they do Italians, the L3 tankette with flamethrower would be cool. Yeah, tanks with flamethrowers would be sick, dude.
Yeah, I thought that was
Sick.
coming. Not that like I thought that was talked about, but I mean, I
I don't
guess once it changed hands, it's like who knows.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Will content be separated based on the year of the map? While covering 1 year of the war for each game calendar year, we want to ensure we're keeping the player experience historically accurate, and we're working on ways in which we can determine loadouts, vehicles, and cosmetics are only applicable to specific maps while keeping the gameplay experience fun and engaging. So, I mean, it makes sense because, again, like Black Matter has already worked on a lot of the stuff. So they got to kind of do what they got to do. But like going forward, I'm interested to see the small game modes, as the two new factions will only be on the small game modes.
Yeah.
And the two new game modes as well have different player counts. That's confirmed. So like,
There's a
I
lot up in
wonder,
there with that.
yeah, like I wonder how it's going to work, because it's quite literally like you're going to have, you say 30 to 60 players on those two new game modes. You can't have a normal server run that because they're going to kick everyone out.
Do you think? I mean, so it's smaller game modes, so it's less to manage.
This is my last
You think
resort.
it'll-
Suffocation,
Yeah,
no
that's just
breathing,
sort of-
don't give a color I'm bleeding. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing, don't give a color I'm bleeding.
Jesus Christ. It was a sound alert, and that was so loud. Gibu, thank you so much. That scared the shit out of me. I'm sure that our listeners on Spotify will have a nice car accident
Yeah, like
listening to
all
that.
4 people in the car.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm sorry. My dog went running. Goddamn, that was terrifying. Thank you for the thing. Sorry, Fresh. Go ahead.
What the fuck were we talking about?
My adrenaline's pumping. We're talking about the new game modes being smaller,
Oh,
kicking
yeah.
people out.
So I mean, it could go different ways. So you get, maybe we just have to get a second server specifically for the game modes, or they could do it so it's like you have server browser for warfare, then there'll be like a quick match for these TDM stuff because it's less stuff going on. So maybe if there's like no fucking spawn-ins, I don't know. They could do a bunch of weird shit, but depends how much effort they want to put into it.
Yeah, I feel like the game has to be played completely different. Like the outposts, the garrisons, the whole meta will be different for those.
So maybe it'll be so simplified they could do like a quick match system, but they'll have to have a party system for that if they do that. I don't know. The easiest option for everybody is just get your own fucking server and do it.
Yeah. Kat said he wanted to do a raid game mode on Postscriptum. Hellus could do that. So that's kind of... Christ. Oh my God. That is so loud. Jeez. Of course, it's like this scared the shit out of me. Gabe was destroying my ears right now. Thank you for the bits, dude. So he wants to do a raid game mode. So that's kind of one of the game modes they're thinking about doing to an extent.
What is the raid game mode?
From my interpretation, it's basically like a search and destroy kind of game mode. Like you go
like
in there, raid an area.
Objective.
Yeah, like an objective focused. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong, Cats. I don't know. Maybe you can. I want to do
When
it.
you say raid, I think of like extraction shit.
Oh, like
That's just
Tarkov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't make sense for this. I imagine it's subjective.
Yeah, I think objectives would make more sense. I want to do an OP chariot where you start by crashing into the docks before jumping out and having to destroy port. Yeah, so that's what they're doing, Cats. That's the new game mode that they're kind of coming out with. One of the examples they gave in the dev briefing was what was it? Like the Sergeant Winners, like blowing up the artillery, like in SME and stuff like that. So it'll be an objective-based game mode where you have to go in, destroy some things, and then like move out or whatever the case is. Like plant bombs or whatever the case is. House Gangster says, What do you think, guys? Will Brits bring mortars to the game and we won't have arty at all? So no.
No.
That's actually one of the questions here, I think. Mortars. God, maybe it's on here. It was one of the questions someone asked, and basically they mentioned that mortars are for sure coming to the game, but as for how will they be implemented, there's no specific way that they'll implement it yet. Lieutenant Winters, I'm sorry, Alpine. I need to get it together. Alpine's immersion. But yeah,
right now, his stream immersion.
I know, but that's how that's where they're at right now. So they're not even in the application yet. They're just really in the experimental or like thought process phase of mortars. What exactly are the non-verbal communication tools for players unable to use microphone? Don't play the game. I'm just kidding. For those who don't have access,
go get a fucking microphone and come back.
Non-verbal communication tools will be a way for players to communicate using in-game commands and visual markers. We have no intention of bringing emotes, bullshit, or anything else that breaks the player out of the immersive experience of Hello Loose that it provides. Join us in future development as we take a deeper dive into how it all works. So, what do you think that looks like?
It's gonna look exactly like Battlefield 5.
Comoros, like you have the Comoros that it's kind of like go
like
go, or
5, like you ask like what your objective is and shit like that, and like it'll be like this fucking thing over here. And in that game, they had a voiceover tell you like call out what's being said to you. But I imagine it'll be like the commander call-ins and the text up there. It'll be like we're attacking fucking this point, we're defending this point. So I think it'll be like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I think it'll be all text just up in that corner. I think it's not going to be anything exciting.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you check the roadmap reveal YouTube video, it's 6 minutes. And really curious what that means. Well, I don't know if you can check that real quick, Fresh. I don't know.
You want me to go and check our fucking roadmap?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, post the link here if you can.
What, for the official roadmap?
Yeah, House Gangster said he can post it. He's looking at it right now. But yeah, the nonverbal, like, I don't know. Just kind of like, all right, let's see, 6 minute mark. We're listening to it in Japanese subtitles. What the fuck?
They're talking about units.
We're looking at new German machine gun units and that. Just creating much more accuracy and bringing a visual fidelity that's much higher from what people have seen before.
One of the things that we want to do is look at new, ways that we can bring the game.
So this is kind of in line with one of the old roadmaps that Black Matter came out with that initially mentioned the mortar coming to Hell Loose. So they mentioned that they're thinking of having deployable mortars and deployable heavy machine guns. You can see this similarly in Squad. Squad has buildable machine gun like nests. That would be like the 50 cal, and the 50 cal just like rips through armor and shit like that. So like that's kind of what they're referring to. So having like in the squad, you'd have designated people or designated squads that could build those kind of buildable like machine gun nests or mortar squad or whatever the case is.
Yeah, who knows? They could do so much shit with that. They should just remove artillery, but that's just me.
I agree. Gritson says, serious question, is the Brit DLC a psyop to get Americans to bulk buy and consume tea? Yes. Yes, it is. That is very true.
They're not doing a good job at it. Then there's not enough tea in this DLC they've showed yet.
That's very true.
Harrison needs teacups on it. If it doesn't, I'm going to be upset.
Molly says, hot take. Folks that ignore voice comms are going to ignore nonverbal shit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God. For MG Nest, it wouldn't surprise me if it'd be another level up upgrade for the MG role. So I could be wrong, and maybe Fresh, you
think they give him a shovel or a fucking like little wrench or something? I don't know to build this shit.
So, from my understanding, this could be completely off base. See, it's already working. Fresh baked goods. He wants the tea. So my understanding is like there's a lot of like old grandfathered in code in Hell Loose that they can't do too much to the class loadouts. So I think you're kind of in the right direction where it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be like an actual mortar squad. I think it'll just be a person in the squad that could build mortars. mortars. So just as Fresh said, like it'll be like a wrench that maybe the
Yeah.
engineer also has, or like similar like the flamethrower, right? The flamethrower is like it's a specialized class, but it's just a higher level within the
If you
already
thought
existing class.
getting blown up, it's like this always cracks me up when people want mortars in the game. This could be worse than artillery. That's very. You think 3 arty guns is bad? Wait till you have 10 mortars in you.
Well, I think, yeah, I
It could
think
be bad.
How do they
It's
do
just
it in Postscriptum though? Postscriptum has the mortar people, but the difference is like they only have set mortars, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Postscript
Like
is
a
a lot more
certain-
limited. Hell Loose gives you all that shit and says
Yeah.
"fuck you."
Yeah, that's true. Literally drinking tea right now. Wait, how's the door to the right of Raz's cam? Wait, what? How close is it? Not very close. It's pretty far. It's like 7,
Get
10 feet
longer
away.
arms, dude.
I know. I'm only 6'3". You get a headache from constant orders. Yeah, I don't.
It could be bad. I mean, if they do it where every squad has one, offensive gonna be rough.
Yeah, on Discord it swaps. It like flips the camera on Discord, but like when I'm streaming, it'll flip back. Yeah, I don't know. I just really want to get rid of mortars overall. I don't know.
Rid of artillery, you mean?
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
get artillery out of the game, dude. It's the worst
Yeah.
worst gameplay loop. All right, moving on here. What will the free DLC include as a small thank you? Oh, that's actually the DLC that already came out. But this is kind of free DLC going forward. You'll always have, I think, some free DLC that'll come up. It's just different hats and shit. Like right now, it's like what the helmets. What's the difference between the two new game modes? Our smaller game modes offer a new Hell Loose experience where objective sees players working together to complete set tasks. That's kind of what we're talking about, like the raid. And skirmish will offer players the opportunity to jump into landmark battles over a single capture point. I would imagine this is something like basically like team deathmatch meets kind of like King of the Hill, essentially. Like literally just King of the Hill. That's my only interpretation of it.
I feel like these modes aren't even finalized yet, based on the feedback we got.
No.
They're not even close to being.
I think
finalized.
they're like
they're still figuring it out.
Yeah, we could do something. Oh, here it is. Are mortars coming? And will other items on the roadmap be implemented at some point? Yes, we don't currently have a time frame this feature, but it's something we want to include. So literally, like, it'll be added at some point in the future. That's it.
Yeah.
Change artillery to a commander ability. Oh, nice. Arnhem Bridge.
Yeah, it should be a commander ability. They should just get rid of the guns, honestly.
If Hell Loose has choke points like bridges, then you won't want mortars. That's actually what we were just talking about, Cats. Like, the choke points on Remagen are terrible, and Drill, the new map, has also a bridge. So we're kind of skeptical. Apparently, you can go ahead and walk through it, wade through it. Gritson, you made that map, right? No, I don't think you actually made it.
Can you even talk about that?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, no, I don't think.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Black Matter, so that's the only reason why I say. Because Black Matter did both. We know that's for sure.
Seems like Team 17 wants all the credit for it, though.
I don't know. I just work here. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely like Black Matter. We already spoke about that. Black Matter already made those, so that's why I just ask. But you don't have to answer, Grits. I know, like you're probably under NDA still. Can players expect tweaks to vehicles in the future? Please, God. Efforts to improve both armor, thank God, and other vehicles are ongoing and will be rolled out into future updates. If you have specific suggestions, we'd love to hear them.
They don't know what they're doing.
They
shouldn't have put that last part. Any confidence they had is gone.
Like, first off, change the bug of the explosion. This bug has been in for like what, 3 updates?
So they are aware that I remember seeing that on in Discord. They're saying that's fucking they're aware of it. Yeah, they're aware of it. That should be an easy fix, but who knows?
I mean, it's been in there for so long, and I don't think anyone's ever said anything.
No, I don't think so either.
The border Morse code on the new TAC maps has Gritson's name on it. Wait,
which map?
What? Wait.
I know there's been Morse code on maps in the past.
Where?
But I didn't look at this one.
Grits, where is this?
Do we need a higher quality thing?
you search an Easter egg wiki, you find my name mentioned like 12 times. No, they got rid of all your Easter eggs. your your Easter eggs are all gone, Grits. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. I made that wiki page. Oh no shit. Nice, Winston. Not these. Oh, okay, the other ones. Let's see. Can players expect tweaks? Oh yeah. Will Archon continue to be updated and see improvements? So for you guys that don't know what Archon is, it's just basically like the admin tools essentially to monitor the servers and stuff. They're saying we're looking into it. Great. Nice, Winston. Yeah, Winston's a homie. Will the Finnish and Polish forces be designed and equipped with the same as the factions currently in game? No. The Winter War was drastically different style of fighting, and this new skirmish mode in Danzig will be a different experience altogether. We have a range of specific weapons tailored to the individual forces that will reflect the historical content for each battle space, while still maintaining a balanced gameplay experience.
Cool.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
That's like those smaller modes. I'm not. I sure.
I
yeah,
think
bring them on, but I have no idea what to expect.
I think it's a great idea. I really do, and we've been talking about this for years. And I know I think when Alpine was on here too, like we were talking about it. I know when Mono was here and Terry was here, we were talking about smaller game modes. That's a great idea. I think it is. Is it?
I mean, if you want to know if you're gonna like this, go seed a server and then like actually seed a server, like play seeding a server, and then you're gonna know if you want this or not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Are there still eggs not on there yet? That could be. I don't know what exactly they removed. I know they removed a couple, Winston, and re-added a couple too. So I don't know what's on there, but keep them in there for legacy for Grits and Danny. We love them.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really interesting here for the Finnish and the Polish. I mean, again, like it'll be cool to have some infantry only game modes, and I think like console especially will enjoy them because console attention span is like the TikTok attention span. It's like, yeah, I need 20-minute game modes. Hop in 20 minutes. If you have a 20-minute warfare mode, you're gonna claw your eyes out.
Yeah.
With the addition of the 101st Airborne, which is part of the roadmap, can we expect further expansion of unit helmets insignias? Yes, we plan to introduce more notable factions to Hell Loose as we develop the year 1 of conflict for every calendar year. So you had, whatever you have, like the SS, like the Panzer, whatever. I don't know.
I'm not the most knowledgeable about this stuff.
I don't know. It'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Is the implementation of free look being considered? It's currently a ticket in our system. We're investigating whether it can be implemented. My understanding was they mentioned it can.
It's gonna break so much shit if they put. What's the track record of Hell Let Loose? Can you imagine? Like,
just don't do it.
You're gonna be walking up, some dude's gonna have like a twisted neck around. Like,
God, oh my god. I think it's great that they're gonna do every year of the war and introduce new factions. Yeah, that I agree. It just kind of goes to show that they're planning on, instead of going to Hell Loose 2, like doing Hell Loose for 6 years.
This is what people have been asking for. So I mean, it's the people want more realistic, more immersive stuff, and it seems like that's what they're gonna do. And obviously, the stuff coming out with like LO Main and like, seeing certain tanks on certain maps and certain guns for the British, not having certain tanks in there, like this is still leftover from Black Matter. This is still the Hell Loose we know we've played. We haven't even gotten the Team 17's Hell Loose yet. Whatever's coming out, it's all Black Matter. So
yeah,
like, it's kind of weird that we're gonna be judging Team 17 on the quality of this update coming out when I don't think they did much to it. So we'll see. I think it seems like later this year when they come out with like the early war stuff, that's going to be their first
that'll be their first update. Yeah. What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. Why is this? Oh, I still have this thing playing in the background. The freaking word for friends. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see how that goes. There's some stuff in the chat. Oh yeah, it's an obvious thing, being that they're doing 1 year of the war. But it's kind of ridiculous that it's never been done before. Kudos to them. I agree.
Yeah, seems like a good system.
First special service would be cool insignia to add for small objective games. Yeah, I think like, again, like factions that were there would be a really cool thing. They're DLC that you can just buy. Like 101st Airborne DLC is actually pretty sweet. I'll definitely get that.
Yeah.
kind of hope with the factions, the 101st Airborne, it'll introduce pair dropping. Definitely will not tabbers. That's for sure. Hell, it could be a whole game mode. Yeah. So if you want that though, Cats actually made some fucking sweet shit.
Yep. That's
So
very cool.
oh my god, Chapter Mercury had this plane that would fly over and you'd all pair drop off. But I remember when we were playing,
It bugged
we all
out.
got stuck on one of them. And so like Sherman's like, wait, why am I dying? And then we're all like going in the plane, like going out of it. It's like in Omaha Beach, when you don't get off the boat fast enough, it just like reverses you back into the abyss and you die. Dude, that was sick though. If you want some cool pair dropping and even like night pair dropping, check out Postscriptum.
Yeah, if you ever played Medal of Honor Airborne back in the day, it's very similar to that. That's cool.
I think
It's
that'd be
very cool.
awesome addition for Hella Loose, but I don't see it happening.
I don't think they're capable of that. They would break the unless unless they reach out to their server providers and fix a bunch of shit. It would just mean more rubber bandy and more all these issues we already have.
Yeah,
Like, the game's pushing the limits of what it's capable of.
I agree. Crimson, welcome. I hope that on the new bridge map, we hopefully get other crossings than the bridge. Yeah, so Crimson, that's what we were talking about a little bit ago. We kind of went already through all of the update stuff. So it's confirmed that you can walk across the river, and it's already confirmed that there'll be some other passageways. Like I think there's a boat passageway a little further down, but it'll be able to be passed for sure. What's the other one? Husk. I love this game. Hey Husk, can you voice the tutorial, please? Yes, I agree. I hope they don't make this game smaller, if anything bigger. They can have spawns like in Postscriptum where you can spawn on planes. I agree, but I just don't think that's something in the grand scheme of things just yet. Yeah, the glider broke on one day too, but gliding into battle was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, the glider. That's what it was. I think I spawned in the glider with Nano. We're stuck there like over. Sadly, Postscriptum is dead. So Crimson Cats here is one of the devs for the Chapter Mercury stuff. I don't think it's dead because like Postscriptum has so much potential in like mods and like in custom development that I think it'll always be around. No, you're good. Welcome. So you guys are against free look? I've actually been asking for that since the game out.
I'm not against it. I'm just not confident they could develop it and it wouldn't come out, it would work without breaking something else. I'm all for it if they could figure it out. I don't care.
I know it I know at one point Black Matter confirmed like that just will never happen. Like ever.
It's like we could barely hold this game together. I can't imagine like it took
They
them so long to
changed-
figure out how to get player models to blink.
Jeez, now they just have creepy fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Postscriptum for free on Epic Game Store when that worked wonders for Mordhau. Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
Might as well.
No, Crimson, we're not against it. I just think of it this way. So 13 to 13.5, all they did was change the M1 Grand loadout, or sorry, like reload, and it fucked up the Car 98 and every bolt action.
Yeah.
Terrible. So if they can do free look, absolutely. I think it's very well needed. Is it needed more than like the bugs that it could potentially come out with that? No. I think that you can still play without it. That's my thing.
It's on the same level as tank hatches for me. Just don't need it. It'll fuck stuff up. Please don't fuck stuff up.
Yeah. Speak to Breeze Grits. There's stuff happening behind the scenes, but probably 50-50 if anything happens with Postscriptum new, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree that mods are true life extension to games always. Most often it's more or less zombified, less with a plethora of complexities and its own kind of problem added to the nature of mods and the support required. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it has such a core base of people that play it, so I don't know.
It's amazing that game's not. Why is Postscriptum, like, I know it's not being developed anymore, but why is it dead? It's like, you think with the amount of people talk about how cool it is that it would still, like, why don't more people play it?
Postscriptum has one of the most content heavy games I've ever
You
played.
go into Hell Loose Discord. All anyone says is this game needs to be like postscriptum, but there's no one playing postscriptum.
I don't
It's
know.
like I don't understand. Everyone talks about how cool that game is, but no one fucking plays it. And it's like it's so weird to me.
The tanking in postscriptum is beautiful. Also, the audio in postscriptum.
Dude, the audio in postscriptum, the effects are fucking top notch.
I need the audio of the like the Fury, like high velocity ricochet sound, that whistle. That's what I need. Oh, God, can I pull that audio out?
Dude, just YouTube. There's an old video of someone made shells bouncing off like a tiger or something. It's like 40 seconds long, and that's what you want. There's literally a clip from Postscriptum.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
And I've watched that video several times, and I just think about it in my head while I'm playing Hell Loose. Yeah, dude, that clip. It's fantastic.
God, it sounds so good. That is crazy looking.
Even the sounds of the shots and everything is a fucking million times better than Hell Loose.
The chunkiness.
Yeah, it's so sharp and crisp.
It really is. So chunky. And the tank battles last way longer. God, it sounds so good. All the grass looks pretty good in Postscriptum too. Trees not so much.
I mean, it looks like how the grass in Hell Loose used to look.
God, it's so sweet. Oh, look at that second tank hitting it. Yeah, that is sick. 834,000 views on that video. Jesus Christ. I have Postscriptum and haven't tried it yet. Yeah, we need Cats to go ahead and hop in with us on Postscriptum. That's what we need. Cats needs to teach us and show us the way. I just think I think that Postscriptum was just too realistic and was like too ahead of its time, I feel. Yeah. Also, I think it competed with a Squad a lot. And I think it's probably another thing. I think Hell Loose is just right.
I could talk about the why Hell Loose needs to stay simple and arcadey for its own sake for days. It's so interesting that people want it to not be that when that's what makes it so special.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it's just that balance of realism to fun, you know? Yep. And like, I think Postscriptum, in my opinion, does it better than Squad. I think Squad is probably the least fun, in my opinion.
I agree. I would agree with that.
Because I think Postscriptum, you still can get really, really close. I'm the stern belief realism is not too compatible with the screen keyboard setup. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what? Get out there, go to Ukraine real quick. But yeah. But anyway, so that's about all we have today. Any other thoughts? Fresh?
Well, I'm sure we'll be back here next week talking about this. I mean, there's less than 3 weeks till the update comes out, so we'll have plenty to talk about between then. Hopefully there's more content that we don't know about. And Gritson, live on the air, confirm it now. Is the Churchill coming?
Oh God, you're putting him on the spot.
No, he can't comment.
Gritson, confirm. No, just kidding.
He can't comment on it at all. Don't listen to anything.
Don't actually answer anything. Yeah. So will Hell Loose get the Churchill? Also, to be honest, it's weird. Oh yeah, I was like, oh wait. We have a old dev here of Postscript. Sorry,
Postscript. He still works for Black Matter. Or okay, sorry. We have multiple devs here now.
Yeah. Because we have Cats, which is a dev for Chapter Mercury, which is the Crete DLC that was coming out, or the expansion. That's Cats, and then Gritson works for Black Matter. Gritson is the dev for Kursk, Purple Heart Lane, Bits of Omaha Beach, and multiple others, in Stalingrad, and Kharkov. So that's one he made. But yeah. So
Kharkov's his baby.
Kharkov.
Talk to him about Kharkov.
He loves it. So we'll be right back, guys. We're going to go ahead and take just a very quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to go ahead and get started with some Hell Loose, some tanking, and then I'll open up some squads for you guys to go ahead and join up. So we'll be right back. Gritson, take it away. We love you. I love that. Dude,
You're in charge, Gritson.
Yeah. We'll be right back in just a minute. Be right back. Oh, hang on. Wait, actually, let me turn on the words with friends real quick. I need you guys to...
Hey, play with this while I go do shit.
I'll be back in like
entertain yourselves.
2 rounds. Hang on. You guys love this words on stream. I'm telling you.
Dangling a toy in front of a cat right now.
Dude, they love this. They love this. All right, I'm getting it up. And here we go. Good luck, people.